Take a close look at this flag flying here on the flagpole. It's not typical American flag. It doesn't have the 50 stars. The reason why that is, I'm on the only battlefield in the state of Delaware for the American Revolution. This creek and the topography around it was used by militia on September 3rd, 1777 to try to delay General Howe's advance towards Philadelphia. This is a very small area, very small battlefield, and again, the only one in Delaware, just kind of like a pass-through. And what was happening, the American patriots were basically just fighting a delaying action. General Howe of the British invasion, he was on his path, landing in Maryland. He was going to go to Philadelphia, which was the capital of the Revolution. The capital of the Americans was Philadelphia at the time. So on September 3rd, 1777, the Battle of Cooch's Bridge, as it's called most of the time, was fought right here in this area that I'm standing in. Now, Delaware is the very first state in the United States. It ratified the Constitution unanimously. Their state legislature unanimously declared that they were going to agree with the Constitution, the new Constitution, in 1787. And so Delaware has the honor of being the very first state. So 10 years after the Battle of Cooch's Bridge, and I'm Southern, so forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. I've heard it pronounced different ways. 10 years after this battle, Delaware votes for the Constitution of the United States to go into effect, becoming the very first state in the United States. And the delaying action that was fought here did delay Howe somewhat. There were actually regimental people all the way from North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Virginia, all the way up here in Delaware. There were militiamen from all the way down in those colonies that fought at this one particular battle. They also fought at Brandywine and Germantown. Both of those, of course, were lost by the American revolutionaries, eventually leading to General Howe capturing, and the British actually capturing Philadelphia for a short time, causing the Continental Congress to flee Philadelphia. But it was a baseless victory, because the British did not stay in Philadelphia for very long, and even though they captured the city of Philadelphia, it didn't really make much of a difference, because it had no effect really on the Continental Army under the command of George Washington. So even though the militiamen from the different colonies, they lost this battle, they lost Germantown, they lost Brandywine, and eventually Philadelphia did fall. Philadelphia eventually was back in the hands of the revolutionaries. General Howe abandoned it. The only city of major significance that the British could really occupy successfully during the Revolutionary War was, of course, New York. But here is the only battlefield of the Revolutionary War for Delaware. It's got the trifecta. It's a geocache. It's haunted. There's a headless British soldier that's seen on this battlefield multiple times, especially where the bridge itself is. And it's an American Revolutionary War battlefield, the trifecta. So of course I had to stop here.